Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about something I've been using non-stop for the past few weeks, the Apple 2025 MacBook Air 15-inch with the M4 chip in Midnight. This is Apple's newest Air model, redesigned and rebuilt from the ground up around what they're calling Apple Intelligence, and honestly it feels like the biggest jump the Air lineup has had in years. Right out of the box, the first thing you notice is how thin and light this thing is. Even though it's a 15-inch laptop, it doesn't feel like a giant brick. It almost feels like you're holding a 13-inch machine, just stretched out. The Midnight finish looks sleek and subtle, and while it shows fingerprints sometimes, it still looks way more premium than most laptops out there. Opening the lid reveals that gorgeous 15.3-inch Liquid Retina display, and if you're someone who cares about screen quality, this is a major win. Colors are vivid, blacks are deep, and everything from photos to videos to plain text looks crisp and clear. I found myself just staring at it sometimes because it genuinely looks that good. Let's talk performance, because this is where the M4 chip really shines. Apple's M series chips have been great for a while, but the jump to the M4 feels noticeable. Whether I'm switching between tons of browser tabs, editing videos, exporting projects, or running multiple apps at once, there's almost no lag and no frustration. Tasks that used to make my older laptops sweat feel effortless here. The system stays smooth and responsive, and even under heavy workloads it doesn't throttle or slow down noticeably. One major thing that makes everyday use feel great is the 16 GB of unified memory. That amount of memory paired with the M4 chip makes multitasking feel buttery smooth. I could have dozens of Safari tabs open, Slack, music, notes and editing apps all running at the same time, and it never once felt like the laptop was overwhelmed. The unified memory means the CPU and GPU share the same memory pool, which just makes everything more efficient and snappy. Storage-wise, this model comes with 256 GB of SSD, which is plenty fast, but you'll want to think about your storage needs because it fills up quicker than you'd expect if you store big video or photo libraries locally. The SSD performance itself is super quick, apps open faster, files transfer in seconds, and boot UPS feel instantaneous. Another thing Apple does well, and this machine continues, is the 12MP center stage camera on the front. Video calls feel way better than what you get on most laptops, and center stage actually tracks you as you move, keeping you centered in the frame. It makes video conferencing look more professional and less like you're in a blurry box. Plus, with the studio quality mic array built in, voices sound clear and crisp on calls without you needing an external microphone. Keyboard and trackpad are typical Apple quality, comfortable, responsive, and just super reliable. The touch typing experience is smooth, and the trackpad is honestly one of the best out there in terms of precision and responsiveness. Touch ID works fast and makes logging in or authenticating purchases feel seamless. There's something nice about just placing your finger and having the whole thing unlock instantly without typing a password. Battery life is another real strength here. Apple claims all-day battery, and honestly I've gotten close to that most days. With normal web browsing, document work, videos and some light editing, I easily saw the battery stretch well into the evening without needing a charge. Heavy workloads will use up battery faster, of course, but for daily student work, office apps, and creative tasks, this thing just keeps going. Performance and design aren't the only areas that shine. Everyday little things matter too. Speakers are surprisingly great for built-in laptop audio. They're loud enough to fill a room with decent clarity, and bass is better than expected for such a thin machine. The display brightness handles outdoor use better than most Air models I've tried, and I never felt strained even in bright light. Now, nothing's perfect, and there are a few things I think are worth pointing out. The 256 GB storage is fine for a lot of people, but if you're a creative professional storing tons of files locally, you may want to bump that up. Also, the Midnight color, while slick, can show smudges if you're not someone who wipes your device down regularly. And despite all the performance power, some ultra-intensive tasks that really push the CPU and GPU can still make it warm, though it never got uncomfortably hot during my use. So overall, what's the verdict? If you're looking for a powerful, portable, future-proof laptop that handles everyday workflows, creative projects, multitasking, media enjoyment, and pretty much everything in between with ease, the Apple 2025 MacBook Air 15-inch with M4 chip is a massive step up from previous Air models. It feels fast, premium, capable and way more flexible than laptops in its class. Its combination of display quality, build design, performance, and battery life makes it a joy to use daily whether you're a student, creator or professional. If you want to check it out or grab the best price right now, click the link below for best price and see the latest deals. That's my full honest review of the Apple 2025 MacBook Air 15-inch M4. Let me know what workflow you'd put this through and if you'd use it for creative tasks or everyday use.